All right, this is day 5 of building momentum, and this time we're talking early samples. If this is your first time seeing one of these videos, my name is Michael, and I am the owner-founder of Momentum Apparel. This is a fishing apparel brand based in Tampa Bay, Florida, and I have been working painstakingly for the past year to start and grow this brand. So this is the first sample that I got when I started working on the Movement Hoodie. The fit is slightly different than what we landed on, but still trying to go for that ultralight, tight sleeves so it doesn't sag whenever you get it wet. But the big difference was these perforated edges on the hood. On the back there, it was supposed to be, solid, so you'd still protect the back of your neck, but those perforated edges, my idea was that, when I'm running, I want to be able to run with my hood on, and I wanted the air to kind of flow through there and not knock your hood off. So that was my original idea, and obviously, that didn't work. So this one ultimately was a fail, and it was more of a polyester spandex blend, so it wasn't as stretchy and it was a little bit more heavy, and I didn't really like that. The next sample was actually very similar to the final product. The only issue was when I got that sample, it actually felt like a compression shirt, which was obviously not going to work out, so I had to go back to the drawing board, create a new sizing chart, and then finally we landed on the Movement Hoodie. And the big difference here is that the sleeves are a tighter fit. I don't like the loops where your hands go into. I think that honestly, when you stick your hand into the water, it kind of makes that sleeve really saggy and defeats the whole purpose of having sleeves and sun protection in the first place. You always are going to end up rolling up your sleeves, and that's why I always did, and it always irked me. So no thumb loops, it doesn't go over your hand, but it is a tighter sleeve so that when you do dunk your hand in the water, it's not sagging for the rest of the day. The other big thing that was changed is when I was going through the original sample, I was trying to figure out how I can get this hood to stay on while I was running, and then I started to think, I never do that. And I don't think a whole lot of other people do. Honestly, what we used to do is just stick the hood under our hat and put our hat on top of it. But even that wasn't really doing much. So what I decided instead, I was thinking, I really wish the hoods were bigger and could go over the bill of my cap, so it actually covers my entire face and protects me from the sun. So this hood is actually quite large compared to the other one. The other thing is actually when we finished the sample, we actually finished the logo. So the logo is actually hidden on the back of the shirt under the hood. I did that for a reason. I personally like shirts that are basics. I don't like to look like a billboard while I go fishing.